Hey, it's your host Sauce from the Viral Kingdom, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to auto-generate 10,000 plus NFTs in one single collection with absolutely no coding knowledge needed. This video sounds familiar. That's because I've already posted a video similar to this on my channel. However, there was some confusion in the comments, and I try and make my videos as noob friendly as possible, so this video is going to be an absolute beginner guide. I'm going to make this so noob friendly that even a toddler could follow along. Now before we get into that, if you guys could go down and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, it would mean so much, as we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. That is the end goal, and if you like NFT related content, you will like my channel, so make sure you subscribe. With that out of the way, let's get right into this video. Alrighty, so the first thing you want obviously is your NFT art in Photoshop. Now if you don't know how to get to this stage of the video, how to actually make the art itself and have the different layers, I will have a video that I made a couple days ago linked down in the description. Make sure to check it out. It goes through how I exactly created this NFT that you are viewing on the screen, the Sauce Bottle NFT, which will be dropping soon, hopefully on Opensea, and it might honestly be out by the time this video is out, so I'll have that linked in the description if it is. So essentially the way you need your NFT to be set up is that you have it in different categories listed as you see on the side. So you have like the hats, the eyes, mouth, base, and then there's like names, and then the random is just like some accessories. Basically you just want different layers for your NFT, and I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about. There's always a base. So as you can see, this is the base of my NFT. Every single NFT that is auto-generated is going to have this exact same base. However, it's going to have a different variation of eye. So it might have a happy eye, sad, confused, so on and so forth. You get the idea. So once you have everything organized into different folders, what you want to do is go to File in the top left, then Export, and then Layers to Files. Click that, then make sure your destination is wherever you want it to save. For the file name, just save it as whatever you want your NFT to be called, and then make sure the file type is on PNG 24. Have these two options ticked on, so transparency and include ICC profile, and have interlace and trim layers ticked off. Then you just want to select run, and this is going to export every single layer that you have as a PNG. So it's very important, if the way you set up some of your assets is that they're on different layers, you want to merge them. So for example, let's take the confused eyes. As you can see, the confused eyes are made up of a ton of different shapes. However, you want this all to be on the same layers. You can do this by selecting all of them, making them rasterize, and then right clicking again, merging the layers, and bam. Every single one of your assets has to be like this in order for that file layers to files will work. So once that's done running, you will get a ton of different assets all in a folder. What you want to do next is sort each of the assets into their separate folders based on the categories. So as an example, all my different backgrounds I put into the background folder. All the different eyes I put into the eyes folder, and as you can see, these are all PNGs. So if you've been watching all my other tutorials, this probably makes a ton of sense to you and shouldn't be too hard to follow along. But now that you have everything set up, you are ready to run the program, which is going to auto-generate all of these different assets into one cool NFT like this one. So you want to load up this website right here. It will be linked down in the description. It is a GitHub. If you don't know what that is, do not worry. And it is the Hashlips art engine. This is created by Hashlips. If you do not know who this man is, please show him some love. This guy is the GOAT of the NFT community. He created one of the craziest programs. I am not a programmer, and I just think this is unreal what he's given to the community. So make sure to show him some love down in the comments section. He really created one of the best programs I've ever used, and it's so easy for beginners to get around. So what you want to do when you're on this site is go to code and then download zip. If you want to be working on the same version that we are in this tutorial, it's the version 1.1.2. So once you download it, it will show up in your downloads folder, and then you just want to extract it. You're going to need like a WinRAR 7-zip. I'm sure majority of you guys already have that. Just extract it to your PC. Next thing you want to do is go to this site called Visual Studio Code. It is a program in which we will edit things around to make the 10,000 generative art NFT work. And you just want to select download it. Very simple to download. The last thing you'll need downloaded is node.js. Majority of you guys probably already have it on your computer, but if you don't, I'll have a link to it as always in the description, and you can download that as well. It's very easy to do. Now I will note that Hashlips has stated it's best that you work in version 14. We're not going to be working in version 14 today. We're going to be working in version 16. I'm not 100% sure what the difference is, but he has stated before to try and use version 14, so I will recommend that. But I'm not using it. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is, and everything works in the version 16 that I'm doing, at least that I know of. So with that being said, let's open up Visual Studio. You can do that, type in Visual Studio, open up the program, and then go to File in the top left, Open Folder, and then find that Hashlips Art Engine main in your download, select folder, and it will open up. The next thing you want to do is go to the source and find your config in main.js. These are going to be the most important files. The next thing you want to do though is go to terminal, new terminal, and then type in npm install and hit enter on your keyboard. This will take a couple seconds to install. Once that's done, everything should be working. And if you want to check to make sure things are working, you can go npm run generate, and if it creates 5 different editions, that means that everything worked right. You have everything set up and you are ready to go. You can check on those in the images folder at the top here in the build. Alrighty, so how do you go about changing these eyes to your own versions of the assets that you have? Well, it's incredibly simple. What you want to do is go to the folder in which you downloaded, then go to the layers option. Then you want to just remove all of those folders right there and import the folders that you have from your assets. So we're going to import all of those, but bam. The next thing we want to do is go to our config.js, and we want to change these layers orders. So instead of the background eyeball eye color, we want to change it to the assets we just imported. So instead of background, it's going to be 1-background for me. And I'm sure you guys get the idea. Instead of eyeball, we have 2-base. It's very important that you use the exact same folder name and you don't mess anything up, or else it will mess up when you try generating them. Alrighty, so I only have 6 different layers, but this example was using 7. Not to worry, you can just remove it. Or if you have an additional layer, you can add one as well. But we're gonna remove that. And now we have 6. Then you just want to go to File and Save All, so it saves the code. And you may be thinking, there's no way it is this easy. Well, it actually is. npm run generate in the terminal, and it should work. As you can see, it is creating additions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can check the images, and bam, look at that. We have all these beautiful sauce bottles, but we are not done yet. There is more to explain. There's actually so much in this program that you can do. I'm not even going to be able to cover all the different features that this program has, but I will cover the basics. So the next thing you're probably thinking to yourself is, how do I add more than 5? I want to make more than 5. Well, very simple to do. Go to your config.js, and instead of 5, you can change it to 20. So do the same thing, npm run generates, and it will generate 20 different editions instead of just 5. Wait, just kidding. I forgot to save all. Make sure you save all. The amount of times I do that is ridiculous. Okay, now it should work and create 5 that it is saved. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it keeps going. It'll keep going until 20. Very cool stuff. But you're noticing I have this gold sauce bottle, but I want to make them super rare. I don't want the gold sauce bottle to be a common thing. As you can see, it's pretty common. It's like almost every other one is a gold sauce bottle. Well, you can change this very easily. So what you want to do is go to your layers, then go to the layers that you want to change. As you can see, we have the bottle and then we have the gold layer. Now, I want the bottle to be super common. I want it to be like every single time, like 99 out of 100 times. Well, what we can do is change this to 99, hashtag 99. Then we can change the gold to, let's say, hashtag 1. Bam. Enter that in. Go to npm run generate. And then you will notice all of the images will most likely be the red sauce bottle. As you can see, we're not getting any gold. Now you may be noticing in the output that they're going to a 512 by 512 dimension. And personally, I like working with 1000 by 1000 when I work with NFTs. So you can actually change this very easily by going to the config and going to width, changing that to 1000, going to height, changing that to 1000, and then it will save as a 1000 by 1000 NFT. But make sure to go to file and save all so everything stays. Now, I think that pretty much sums up all of the basic things. Some other additions that you can do is changing the description. This will be very important if you plan on using like the JSON files when uploading your NFTs or trying to get them minted, as well as changing your collection name. But yeah, really cool thing too as well, you can check the JSON files and it shows everything. It shows the trait type, the value, which is very helpful for later down the line when you're trying to get your project to the public. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I think that explains all the basics in the easiest way possible. If you do have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. I'll try and get to them. I know last video kind of got out of control with the views and I couldn't get to any of the comments because there was just way too many, but hopefully this video isn't as crazy and I'll be able to respond to some of you guys. Additionally, I will be trying to get this sauce bottle collection out onto the market, so check out the description if it's in there. Maybe purchase one for yourselves. It would mean a ton. It would help me out a ton. But what would help me out even more is if you subscribed, as we keep you in the loop on the NFT world, and it helps me get one step closer to 100K subscribers. That's gonna do it for me. See you guys later.